friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with CZick Stitch, and today is Saturday, May 31st, 2025. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I am so glad that you are here spending part of your day or your evening with me. Welcome, welcome everyone. I don't have much of an update to give you from this week. It was just work and there we go. I did plant some flowers last week. I am not done. I've been back to the store once. I need to plant them this weekend, the second round, and I may have to go back a third time. But I will show it to you when they're all done. Last year, my mother was here and she picked out all the flowers for me, and I feel like she did a much better job than I did. I just feel like they're not very full, and I know they'll grow and whatnot, but you know what I mean? I just feel like they're not super, super full. I turned on a bunch of lights because the sun is kind of hidden behind some clouds right now, so hopefully the lighting is okay, but I hope you all had a great week. This morning, we had our Stitchy Zoom call, and that was fun for Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge. That was super fun. It was great. We got to enable each other and all that good stuff. So if you would like to join us, we usually meet the last Saturday of the month on Zoom. Make sure you join us on Facebook on the Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge Facebook group. Make sure you fill out the questions. Otherwise, it's an automatic decline because we get so many bots that are trying to get into our group. They want to be stitchers, but they're not because they're bots. So make sure you fill out those questions and join us over there, and then you will get the information on how to join our Zoom groups. Okay, I can't believe it's into May already. I don't know where May went. I feel like I just finished the semester and it's already, it's been 3 weeks, but still crazy. Okay, we have a lot of good stuff. I am surrounded by piles. So we have a lot of good stuff to get to today. So let's get into it. So whips. My 25/7 piece for this month is for hashtag mental health care Sal, which is the brainchild of Candy, the 614 Stitcher. I am working on Gifts from My Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews. This was a new start this month. And if I work on it tonight, which I plan to, I don't see why I wouldn't work on it tonight, I will have worked on my 25/7 piece every day this month. Usually in the month, there's, especially, I think a lot of it is because I'm not, like, our semester's over, because oftentimes there's usually at least 1 or 2 days out of the month, which is not bad, right? Like, I don't put that pressure on me, that I have to work late, so I don't get to my 25/7 piece, but I'll get to my main piece. Like, this is the piece, the 25/7 piece is, if I'm short on time, I will more than likely just give time to my main piece and not the 25/7 piece. However, this month, assuming I can work on it this tonight, I will have worked on it every day this month. So I'm super excited about that. I love this piece. It's so pretty. And the way I have it fit, mental health care awareness mental health care Sal is flowers make me really happy, and it's a gift and gardens and all that. I'm stitching this on a 32 count Atomic Ranch fabrics in the color Blush, which is really washed out. It's a very, very light pink, but this is where I got to. So every time I sit down, I do a strand of this. It's DMC 500. It's like a super dark hunter green almost. It looks black on there, but it's not. It's like a deep, dark hunter green. I got this flower here done. As well as some of the background this week. So that is exciting. So that's where it's at. And let me show you again. So that is the flower I finished. This flower's done. This one's done. This one's done. So really I have this bunch of blue flowers and more stems. But you can see, it's not going to take a time. I know I'm not even halfway done. But this will probably be on my year of whips for next year because there's no reason why, like, this one shouldn't languish. You know what I mean? But after tonight, I'll show it to you next week, whatever I get done, which is not going to be much, honestly. It's going to be like another row or two here and maybe the start on some stems. That's really all it's going to be. But I'll show it to you just for completion's sake. And then it will probably go away probably for the rest of the year. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's Gifts from My Garden for hashtag mental health care Sal. And this needle minder says mental health matters. It's from my friend Doris, who sent that to me a couple years ago. So I like to use it on my mental health care piece. So that's super fun. And that's a really fun one to work on. I'm using all the called for colors. Then Biddy Bowl June. So I showed you last week that I had finished the pillow. And this week I did the bag. You can see, if I hold it closer, you can see there's little like dots in between all the letters. I left those out. I just didn't think it needed it. And like, I don't really want to do a bunch of ninja stitches on Ada. So I haven't ironed it yet, but like, here's where it's at. And so you could see like, yeah, I mean, I guess it could use something around there, but like, I'm not going to worry about it. Super cute. This took me 3.3 hours to finish, start and finish. So that's good. And so June is done now. This also counted for the M in Magazine Monthly Challenge for the monthly acrostic. The acrostic for this month is mahogany. M because the charts are by Pine Mountain. I don't know that you can get them. I was in the club last year, the Biddy Bowl Club. And so I don't know that you can get them any other way. But when I finish them, maybe there'll be a giveaway. So that is June. So now I just have 3 months left. July, September, and October. That's all I have left. So, and this is on my year of whips. It's counted as one whip, even though there's 2 charts per month. I know that drives some of you nuts and was like, that is, 24 charts, 24 finishes that you could have done. Yeah, but it counts as one whip. Otherwise, my whip count would be so high. You know what I mean? So I count it as one whip. So 3 more months to go. So that's exciting. So I think we'll get it done. All right, next up is Spring Montage for my Seasonal Sunday piece. So this is artwork by Janet Stever, charted by Pain Free Crafts. I'm up here in the first block, and let's see, where did we get to? I'm like right in here, which I feel like I say every week, but I feel like when we started, we were way back here, but I'm right in here now. Now, this Sunday that I did it, I was outside for like 3 hours, which I know is not necessarily a lot of time, but I was like doing yard work, planting flowers, all that stuff. So I actually got a pretty bad headache. So I only stitched, I think, a couple hours on this. So I did not get my full 3 hours that I like to do. So I got 289 stitches. So a little bit less than I normally do, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. I can't remember if that was there last time or not, but like I did a bunch of fill-in. I did work a lot in here, which is kind of confetti heavy because I wanted that cherry blossom flower to come in. And you can see this is the end of, not the whole row, just the first box right there. So 289 stitches. I am now at 8.36% done. And I haven't told you my total number of stitches in a while, so I have 12,365 stitches already done on this piece. So that's great. This is going to get, I think, 2 more rotation, or 2 more days this month, next month, June, and 2 or 3. I can't remember when summer starts, but we're winding this one down for the year. So that is Summer Montage. I stitch my summer montages, all my montages, Spring Montage. This is Spring Montage. Sorry. Summer Montage is on my mind because I pulled it to show it to you for next time, for June. All the montages are stitched on a 32 count white Lugana. It might be antique white. They're full coverage, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I worked on that, and then I worked on Woodland Christmas. This is also on my year of whips to finish this year, and I did. I finished number 9, so that was my goal, to finish number 9. So my goal is one of these a month, so there's 12 total charts. I'm on number 9. I didn't stitch on it for a couple of months just because I was busy doing other things, but number 9 is done. So we got it done. That one took me 9.5 hours total to do from start to finish. There's supposed to be like a flower in here, and I don't know why. I just think, I know there are winter flowers that come out, but it just looked a little spring, like this flower. Like, to me, that's a tulip, and tulips where I'm from, don't bloom in like December. You know what I mean? So I just changed it and put another mushroom in there. And then I still had some time left, so I went ahead and started on number 10, just the border. The border is the same on all of them. So I went ahead and started that. This is on a 28 count Dove Gray Lugana. I love this fabric. I think it all shows up very nicely on this. So that is Woodland Christmas. Things fell over. That's fine. And I'll show you number 10. So this is the new one I started. It is Santa, because I'll be working on this in June. So this is Santa. I will probably change his skin color a little bit, maybe to match mine more. But otherwise, I think it's really cute. So there you go. So that is Woodland Christmas. Then for our Whipco call, I finished up Elegant Pumpkins. I didn't finish the chart. I finished my rotation, my Whipco rotation, which Whipco is the brainchild of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. You can find her on Facebook and Flosstube. My call for this month, the call I was working on was Elegant Pumpkins. It is in this issue of Just Cross Stitch. This is the September-October 2011 issue. Let me see if I can find, I'm so glad I finally found the copy here. Oh, yes. And this is charted by Marie Barber. So this is what it will look like. I'm on this second pumpkin back here. I have not done any of the table. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I don't love this, but like it needs something to ground it, like so it's not floating in air. So I don't know. If you have suggestions, let me know. But I worked on this back pumpkin. So I gave it 2 more days. My Whipco rotations are 4 days, 12 hours. So 3 hours a day. And so I gave it 2 more days this week. And that's where we got to with that back pumpkin. So it's really coming in. I mean, it's not done. Let me see if I can fold this. And I think there's some back stitching. I have to check. There might be a little bit back stitching. I've done no back stitching on this piece. So, I mean, it still comes out to here, but like, I mean, I did a lot of fill-in in here. So, this felt good to get it out. I hadn't touched it in a couple of years. So, we're getting it out. I think this might be on my year of whips for next year to finish it up. This is a very old piece. It needs to be done. So, we'll see. I mean, when you work on it, it goes pretty fast because, so I worked on it 4 days, right, this month, and I got this entire, everything you see on the orange pumpkin, I got done this month in 4 days because I hadn't started on it at all this month, this back pumpkin here. I only had this one done. So it's not like it's a super big piece. It's just been like, you know, I work on it and then I put it away. Don't touch it. Let's see how big it is. There are some blends. There is some backstitch. Okay. It is, I'm looking for the size. Oh, 115 by 161. So, I mean, it's fine. It is kind of fiddly because there is, I mean, you know, I mean, it's not super confetti heavy, but it's, I mean, there is a little bit of block stitching, but you know, you do have to pay attention. I highlight, I made a working copy and I'm highlighting it. You know what I mean? Like it's so I can keep my place. So that was Elegant Pumpkin. That also counted for the Y in mahogany cross stick for yellow because that first pumpkin has some gold and yellow in it. Then the last thing I worked on this week, and I didn't get done. I thought I might get it done. This is Ghost Pumpkin by Lottie Da. This is also on my year of whips this year to finish. I started this last year at the Stitching in the Wild retreat in September with Garon. And this is where I got to. So I finished the outline of the pumpkin. So all that kind of cream color is done. There's a little bit of shading in here. You can see some of the shading that needs to be filled in. And there's some shading on the outside, like over here with that kind of dark taupe color. And then I did fill in the nose and the eyes. And so that same color is going to be filled in the mouth as well. And then it will be done. So This is on my year of whips to finish this year as well. So I did not, since I didn't get it done, I think I think one more evening working on it, it will get done. So I'm going to work on it tonight and see if we can't get a finish for next week. So that's Ghost Pumpkin. This also counted for the G in mahogany, G for ghost. All right, haul. I don't really have any haul, but let me tell you about the bracelets I'm wearing, because I don't usually wear bracelets. But Victoria Martin, who is a stitcher, so these aren't stitchy related, but she's a stitcher, she's a crafter, super sweet, super just kind, generous individual. She has an Etsy shop. I will link it down below, and she's recently got into making bracelets. So I ordered them. Just because I thought it'd be fun for summer. And look, it matches my shirt kind of. And I don't know if they're meant to be stacked together, but I stacked them all. So I got these. And they're super comfortable. They're like, I don't know, like the beads are like really soft. And so it feels really good against your skin. And then I also had her make, like this one is a custom, the one with the seashells, with those colors, because I really like those colors. And so she did a really nice job of like showing me kind of what she was thinking, sending me pictures, all that. So if you are in the market for some fun bracelets this summer, these would make a great gift. They're not very expensive. I think they were like $5 a piece or something. So if you, I don't know, like have a little birthday party coming up, or you just want to get some gifts or something, I think this would be really cool. You know, bracelets are in. They're the in thing now. So, and I love them. Great quality, super fast shipping. Even with a custom order, she shipped it super fast. So I'll leave her Etsy shop down below. I know it's not cross stitch related, but she is a stitcher. She's a crafter. She used to make project bags. Like she does everything. So I will leave a link to her store down below. So check her out if you're in the market for some fun summer bracelets. So really that's the only haul I have to share with you, which is fine because now we're going to get to the giveaways. So as promised, we hit 7,000, you guys. That's crazy. I remember when I was so excited when I first started my channel and like 6 people had subscribed. I remember specifically it was 6. 6 is one of my favorite numbers for some reason. I don't know why. And I remember telling my friend Sam, I was like, 6 people that I don't know have subscribed to my channel. That is crazy. And now we're at 7,000. And I just think we have such a lovely community. And people are just so nice and kind. And so whether this is your first video or you've been here from the beginning or somewhere in between, truly thank you so much. I have made such good friends. I love our cover. I know I'm not great at responding to comments, but it's not because I don't care. I just love our conversations, and I feel like we have such a great community here. So truly thank you. So we're going to do some giveaways. These will be open internationally. I have 7 things to give away. These will be open internationally. Don't say free or giveaway or anything that will attract trolls like that. All right, so there'll be a keyword for each one of these. So first up is a UFO. I'm very much in the, like, I think it's kind of like spring cleaning where I'm like, am I really going to work on this? This is one of those that I'm like, has been languishing in my whip pile, and I don't think I'm going to work on it. It is Santa's Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. You are going to get, oh, I guess they don't have a number. I don't know. Probably 12 charts. You'll get all 12 charts. This is the one that is already, is that the one that's done? No, I don't think that one's done. So you get the chart, and then you will get, there's a button for each one. So you will get that as well for each one. So you got, this is Gingerbread Emporium. This is Santa's Sleigh Works. And it's a little reindeer. This is Candy Cane Cottage. Oops, can you see that? Candy Cane Cottage with a little peppermint. This is Christmas Tree Farm with, can't really see it. There's a heart in there. I don't know if you can see it. This is Reindeer Stables. And I think this is like a pudding or something. I'm not sure. But you get that. This is Santa's Stocking Store. And you get a little, it's like holly berries. This one is Mrs. Claus's Cookie Shop. And you get a cookie. I know you're seeing part of the chart, but you won't be able to do the whole chart from what I'm showing. North Pole Post Office. I don't know. Some of these are really hard to see. You get a little bird there. This is Elves Workshop. You get a wreath. You get, this is Hot Cocoa Cafe, and you get a little flower. This is Santa's House. This is the one that I have done, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. And it comes with a little star for the top of the Christmas tree, and I'll show that to you in a minute. And then the last one is Poinsettia Place, and it comes with the little cardinal. Okay, so I think that's 12. So you get all those, the charts, the buttons, and then I'm going to send you my fabric. This is a 32 count lamb's wool linen. So it's a little stiffer than you might think. I do have the first one done. I have part of the border done. And I have part of this border done. So basically this first one is done, except you need to go back in and do there's snowflakes in there. But this is already attached on there. So I'm sending this whole thing to you. It is designed, I have designed it to be all on one piece of fabric. Whether you do it that way or not does not matter to me. I just don't want you to like sell it, you know what I mean, and make money off it. But if you're interested in stitching this, say Village, 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 and I'll send this. So you just need the floss, basically, is all you need. Okay. That's the first one. I'm trying to find a safe place for these. So Village. Okay, second, this is a chart that I got in a mystery box, and I think it's really cute. I just don't think I'm going to stitch it. And I'm very sad because it's Rosewood Manor, and I love her stuff, and I think it's really cute. I just don't know that I'm going to stitch it. So it's Oh Santa. You get the chart for this chart here, and you can see they took the ho, 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 and they put it in a row. That rhymes. To make a little pillow. You also get this little chart for the little snowflake pillow as well. For the ho, 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 they do show you, there is a specific chart, like you don't have to do any math or anything like that to take that and transition it to this direction. You get the chart for that. So you get the chart. You will also get the fabric that came in the kit. It is a piece of 32 count fabric flare linen. I don't know if it says the color on here or not. Stone, maybe? So it's whatever, I think it's whatever it's called for. Fabric flare 32 count stone. So you're going to get the 32 count stone with the chart, okay? And then you're also going to get a little piece of fabric. I don't know. It's probably 32 count. This will be big enough to stitch the little snowflake pillow on. So you will get that. You will get the backing fabric to finish that pillow. And you will get a finishing kit, like the trim, and I think that's some flannel. Maybe that's the finishing. I'm not sure. But you'll get some finishing fabric with it, okay? So you'll get some red flannel, a piece of finishing fabric for the back of it. This might be for the ho, 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 actually. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Ho 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 is stitched on the same. You'll have to read it and see, but it looks like Ho 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 is stitched on the same stone fabric. So if you get this, just don't start in the center of your fabric because you may not have enough space to fit the Ho 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 on. So I bet the backing fabric, I bet this fabric is for Ho Ho Ho. And this finishing fabric is for this little pillow with the trim and this piece of fabric. So you're going to get all of this. So if you would like to win this, say Santa for that kit. Okay. Next up, it's another kit. This is Hands-On Designs, Deck the Halls. It is a pattern for these 3 Scandinavian ornaments. So you'll get the pattern. You will get the finishing kit. So what this is when you finish them in this oval shape, you'll want the oval template. So you get, it's 2, I think you get 6 in here. 6 in here because you use 2 per ornament. You just saw the code word, didn't you? 2 per ornament, right? So you'll get the templates. And then you will also get the finishing fabric for the back, which is a Lady Dots Creates Tranquility. It's like a, well, it's showing up more blue. It's like a turquoise. So you will get that. So you need to provide the fabric and the floss. The only reason, and I love this, the only reason why I'm giving it away is I love it so much I bought it twice. So, it came in one of the mystery boxes, and it was in my to be stitched pile, and I forgot. This is before I had Google Keep, where I could keep track of everything. And so I bought it again because I love it so much. And I thought it was weird. I kept thinking, like, I feel like I've bought this before, but I don't know. So you're going to get it. So if you would like to win this, say Halls, 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 as in Deck the Halls. Okay. Next up is going to be Atomic Heart Cross-Stitch Thread Bobbins in Cosmic Pink. So you get 12 thread bobbins, round labels, and a 2-inch floss ring storage. And I'm sorry, it's really hard to show you. They are acrylic, like the bobbins, like the cardboard bobbins, only these are acrylic. And I don't know if you can see, but they have little holes in the side for your extra floss. And it comes with a ring, and you get 12 of them. And Atom Heart, I may have said Atomic. Atom Heart Cross Stitch is online if you want to look her up and get more and see what she has. So brand new package. If you would like to win this, say Bobbin, Bobbin, Bobbin. Okay. This next one is a piece of fabric that I just don't know that I'm gonna. It came from the Fabric of the Month Club. It's by Fabrics by Stephanie. It is a 32 count linen in the colorway Persephone. My name is on it from the club. It's very pretty. I just don't think I'm gonna stitch on it. It's like mottled in a little bit of green and pink and purple. So if you would like to win this, say Fabric. Again, it's 32 count linen. Fabric. It has not been opened yet. All right, next up is another series. This is charts only. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter House series. So you're going to get all 9 of them. So, and these are numbered. The other series, the Santa's Village, they're not numbered, so you can put them in any order you want. But so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the church, that was the fun one to stitch. 6, 7, which I did not stitch 7, 8, or 9. 8, 9. That one looks really fun. So you're going to get the whole series. If you would like to win this, say glitter. Because I'm done with it. I'm done. So say glitter. Okay. And then I think this is number 7. I'm hoping I counted right. This should be number 7. This is another series that I just don't think I'm going to stitch. I've had it for a very long time. I need to clear out some space. Like I said, spring clean. This is Scary Apothecary by Hands On Designs, and you're going to get the charts. I think there's 9 of those charts as well. This is Cauldron Cleaner. So my style has changed a little bit since I got these, so I'll give them away to you. Cauldron Cleaner, Bat Balm, Bitter Brew, Broomstick, Fuel, Cackle Lozenges, Coffin Paint, Spider Legs, Skeleton Polish, and Snail Slime. So you'll get all 9 of these, and if you would like to win these, say Scary, SCARY, Scary. All right, so that's all the giveaways. So I hope there's something in there you like. You can enter for multiple, you can enter for all of them, but you will only win one time. And again, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm having so much fun doing these Flosstubes. So I love it. All right. Let's talk about plans for June. All right. June plans. So WIPCO numbers were called. Let me show you my WIPCO board, actually. I meant to do this when I showed you that I finished my call for Elegant Pumpkins. Here's what my WIPCO board is looking like. So I highlighted the colors that are called, and then when I finish them, I put a sticker over it. I've seen a lot of people in Magazine Monthly Challenge use stickers on their boards, and I thought that was a great idea. I have a ton of stickers, so I'm like, might as well use them, right? So this one right here, see all the field of flowers? That was Elegant Pumpkins. I'm all caught up as of now until tomorrow when it's June 1st. But the calls for June were 23 and 21. I have no WIPCOs yet. Once I do number 21, I need number 3. So Jessie Marie, if you're watching, if you could call number 3 in July, maybe that would be great. But other than that, well, I guess once I'm done with 23, I could do 17, and that would be a diagonal one. So 3 or 17, Jessie Marie, or both. That would be great since you do 2 calls each month. Cool. So it's pretty scattered, but the second half of the year, it has to fill in, right? And then down below, I have what numbers are related to my pieces. I just assign them a color, and I highlighted it just so I can see, especially when I get behind on a month or 2, right? And I have to make it up. So that's where we're at with our board. And so number 23, I'm doing this in the order in which they were called, which was 23 was first and 21 was second. So number 23 is 'Tis the Season, which is in this Home for the Holidays Blackbird Designs book. This is on my year of WIPs for this year to finish. This is going to be a gift for my mother. And this is what it will look like when it's done. And we are changing the word. She has an English conversion. This is the French conversion. My mother does speak French, but she said I asked her, do you want the French or the English? She said, put it in English. It says, in English, it says, 'Tis the season to be jolly. So that is what it will look like. And I forgot what I'm stitching this on. It's a 32 count something. Probably color and cotton. So you can see I'm going to have a lot left over. Okay. So let me show you where I'm at. So this will be our starting point. And you can see 'Tis the Season. You can see it better in person. It's a little washed out on here. But we are working on the back end there. So if we look at it again, I have these 3 like half snowflakes are done. These are done. So I have like basically this section and some more of the words. I just have 'Tis the Season. But so basically I just have this little section to do. Do you think it'll get done in June? I don't know. 4 days. Feels like you get a lot done. So we'll see. We may have a finish in June, which will be great because then I could get it framed and give it to her for Christmas. Do you know what I mean? So that is 'Tis the Season. And now that we're getting into kind of the mid-year point, 'Tis the Season Okay, it's only been worked on once so far this year in terms of Whipco calls. So this will be the second time, and each of these calls are on my Whipco board 4 times. So if I finish it in June, we'll have to do a replacement for the other 2 times, which is fun. We've done some replacements already, so that's been fun. The other call, number 21, and this is the 3rd time out of 4 times it's been called. This one is not expected to get done this year. Maybe next year it'll be a year of whips. It is Christmas dinner. This is by Starburst from like 2001, Stitcher's World magazine, and I have some of this like shadow on the ground to fill in, and then I'll be ready to start on the Santa. You just saw this because this was called this month too. But here's where we're at, and I'm working down in front. Because I messed up top, I'm like a row. I've added in an extra row or something. So I'm going to go over and work on Santa, right? This will get 4 days in June. So we'll work over here. Sorry. I really need to get a foam board. I mean, that would be the smartest thing. And then we'll work on Santa and we'll work our way up. And then hopefully that will help us get back on track in that background up there. This is on a 32 count. I think it's vintage smoky white linen. I don't love, we were just talking about this in a Zoom call today. I don't love working on linen, but, and they all look funny because they don't have their eyeballs in yet. So I'm going to go back in. It calls for French knots. I'm going to do beads because I feel like my French knots come out and they're just not very even. So, and there's some other beading that needs to be done in this. So once the stitching is done, there's beading, and there's some Krynic that's used. You can kind of see the apples on the ground or whatever they are. So very fun that came out. And then so after June, it's only on my Whipco board one more time this year. And depending on how far we get in, this year, it might be a contender for a finish next year. Should be great because that's another old one that I've been working on for a while. I started that one. Oh, I wrote it down here. December 2020. 'Tis the Season I started in November 2023, so that one's not as old. Okay, so those are the Whipco calls for June. My 25/7 piece, I'm going to do a new start. This is, I'm trying to also start things for my stash instead of buying a bunch of new things. So this was something that Candy, when she was here last August, she helped me select a bunch of projects to start for next year. I've already started thinking, or for this year. It was in 2024 that she was here. And this is one of them. So this is a Moho kit, buttons and beads. This is so cute. It's called Spotted Cow. I think he's precious. And this comes with everything you need. I am not doing it on the perforated paper. I'm going to do it on a fabric. I think it's pretty much full coverage. Yeah, it looks like it's full coverage. I think he's so sweet and cute. And there's beads and stuff. So I've already pulled a fabric and I've organized my floss, so I'm ready to go. So this will be my 25/7 piece for the month of June. Okay, so that's Spotted Cow. Okay, we will be working on spring montage. My notes say 3 more times, so 3 Sundays in June that it will get. Then we will be flipping over to summer montage. So let me show you summer montage. So summer montage will get 2 days in June. Remember this piece? We are done with that first block, and we are starting in on the watermelon block. Look at that. So let's take a look. I haven't looked at this since I put it away last year. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. I just opened it up and just look at that. That rose is just so pretty. And then you can see I have the smallest start on that watermelon block over there. So we will be, you'll see it again right before I start it, but we'll probably be covering this up with the Q-snap. And you can see we're just way up there at the tippy top. So there you go. That's where we're at with summer montage. So that will be fun to get back out. I think that one is a lot of people's favorites. I don't know. I feel like whichever one I'm working on and showing a lot that's your favorite, because that's what happens to me. Okay, so that's summer montage. Hummingbird Garden is going to come out, and we're going to finish it. So Hummingbird Garden was in the Just Cross Stitch last year. You needed each issue to get, like, you got 1 row per issue. This is a Carolyn Manning design. You can now get this without having to buy all the magazines. I have decided I'm just going to do the first 9. They're pretty, but like, I kind of get it at this point. You know what I mean? And I bought the kit. So this is stitched in Sullivan's threads, and there is no DMC conversion. I mean, you could find it online, the DMC conversion. And so here is what it looks like. I have already started number 9, so I'm hoping maybe 2 days. Look at that. And then I do have to go through and there's some hummingbird charms on. But yeah, I think that'll be a really pretty framed piece, right? Like, just like a square, framed square. I think it'll look pretty. So, and you can tell I have exactly enough. I decided to do the row, but anyway, Hummingbird Garden. So that will come out. So that will be a finish in June. Year of Whips. That's on my Year of Whips as well. So we are cruising, folks. We are cruising. So that is Hummingbird Garden. Woodland Christmas, number 10, the Santa one that I showed you earlier. That will come out, and that number 10 will be finished. Then we'll only have 2 more to do, and the whole piece will be finished. So that's Woodland Christmas. It's somewhere around here, but you just saw it. Then Biddy Bowl, we are going to do July in June. So we have the pillow with it looks like a schoolhouse. Maybe it's just a house with the American flag. And then there's some like bunting there and like some flowers, like patriotic. In this kit that we got, you get all the little accoutrement that comes with it as well, including the bowl. So once I get them all done, like, we'll have a display. But so I'll be starting and finishing both of those in the month of June. Then, because it will be Flag Day in June, I'm going to pull out One Nation. This is by Bygone Stitches. I try to work on this in the months that have like a holiday, a federal holiday. Flag Day isn't really a federal holiday. Like, we don't get it off or anything, but it's just an excuse to pull it out. And I'm still working on the Field of Stars. And I know I should probably like go over and do some of the stripes, but I'm like maybe halfway done with that Field of Stars. So maybe I will. I don't know. Palette cleanser, right? Go over here and work on some, I don't know. This kind of fits really nicely in my Q-snap is the thing, right? Like, as it is, like, that section fits really nicely in the Q-snap. So what? 1, 2, 3 rows. 1, 2. So I have those done. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am about halfway done with the Field of Stars. It just takes forever. Like, each one of those stars takes me a good almost 45 minutes, I would say, for each one. So you feel like you're not getting a lot of progress, but yeah. So this will come out hopefully a few days in June. I like to try to give it a 3-day rotation. Okay. Then, 2 days. I'm just giving it 2 days in June. I'm sorry. Then let's talk about the Magazine Monthly Challenge theme and acrostic, which some of these counted for. I'm not sure why I wrote my notes this way. But the theme for the month of June is Candy Shop. So if you can guess what I'm going to be working on, it's going to be my new start that I started at the beach retreat. It is a Dimensions kit. It is called The Magic of Summer. And I am changing some things in here to reflect the town where our beach retreat is, and which is one of my favorite. It's called Cannon Beach, Oregon. It's one of my favorite towns. And this is a kite shop, and there is a kite shop in Cannon Beach, but I don't really fly kites, so I'm going to change that to the candy shop. And then there's going to be other little elements that I change in here. But let me show you. Let me remind you where I'm at on this. This is a 32 count sea gloss by Fortnite Fabrics. So this, you can't really see it's hard to see the sky. And this is a Dimensions kit. I'm using the kit floss, but not the kit fabric, obviously. And I'm doing everything 2/2. I think it's going to look just as pretty, and I'm very excited about it. So that is the theme, Magic of Summer. Now, the acrostic for the month is sweets. So Magic of Summer will be my Saturday piece, and then I think I'm going to give it a couple extra days that I have, just because I really love working on it. And right now I'm like starting to get into some of those flowers on the rooftop, so that's really fun. So for sweets, the 2 S's is going to stand for spotted cow. So my goal is 3 hours each piece. So spotted cow, that 25/7 piece. The W is going to be Woodland Christmas, number 10. The E and the T, so the E are both going to be Magic of Summer. The E for, because I'm exchanging some motifs, and the T for the Magic of Summer. The other E is for Hummingbird Garden, END, because I plan to finish it. And yeah, I think that's the acrostic. Sweets, spotted cow, Woodland Christmas, Magic of Summer is the E, Hummingbird Garden is the E, T is the Magic of Summer, and then the other S is spotted cow. So that is the acrostic. So it's kind of a shorter one this month. I mean, compared to mahogany, sweets is shorter. Okay. So that's for the month of June. Now, what am I going to work on today, or this week? So today will be the last day for gifts from my garden before I put it away. And then I'm going to work on Ghost Pumpkin tonight and try to get that done this month. Then we will start tomorrow with our new 25/7 piece spotted cow. So that will be fun. We will do our spring montage tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday. For Seasonal Sunday. And then this week, we will work on Hummingbird Garden number 9. I've given it 2 days this week, so hopefully that will be enough to get it all finished. And then we will work on Biddy Bowl July, and hopefully we'll get those finishes. So hopefully next week, you will see 4 pieces that are done. Ghost Pumpkin, Hummingbird Garden, and then the 2 small pieces from July, Biddy Bowl. That will be amazing, won't it? So those are the plans for this week, this coming up week. Work is still just working away, working from home, which I love, and yeah, we're doing well. Make sure you check out Victoria's Etsy shop if you're in the market for bracelets. I will link that down below. And I hope you have a wonderful, stitchy week ahead, and I will see you all next week. Bye.